今天我们学我们班my class or in Chinese our class. 好 Our learning objective today is to talk about our class. Our class in Chinese 我们班班 means class 我们 us 我们班 our class. So in Chinese culture, even if you're talking about my class, you will still say 我们班, which literally is our class. This is because I think it's more to do with collectivism, like collective culture. So just remember it this way. Even if you're talking about my class, it is better to use 我们班 if you're talking with a native Chinese. 我们班。好。Let's first review the vocabulary we learned in the last lesson. The first one, 上学 to go to school. 上学好，下一个放学to finish school. 放学吃 to eat. 午饭 lunch. 吃午饭 to have lunch. 吃午饭吃晚饭 to have dinner. 吃早饭 to have breakfast. 早饭好，什么中文是什么？上学 to go to school. 中文是什么？放学 to finish school. 中文是什么？吃 to eat. 中文是什么？午饭 lunch. 中文是什么？吃午饭 to eat lunch. 很好。Okay, now that's the keywords that we learned in talking about your school timetable. What time do you have class? What time do you finish school and have lunch? Okay, so the new word for today. 闷 Oh, not new word, actually. Also, we talked about it in the last lesson. The plural marker for pronoun. 闷 If you add it after a pronoun, you make it into plural. 我们 We, us, 我们你们 You, 你们 You lot 他们 They, male or mixed. And this one is female. 他们 they for female. We also learned the measure word for lesson. 节跟我说节再说一遍节 measure word for lessons. So if you want to say 3 lessons, you need to use this measure word. 3节课好。Also, we talked about the basic time structure, that the time should go from the less specific time to more specific time. So from the day, part of the day, and the time. So the time words as a whole, the time phrase, all of the time phrase should go after the subject, before the activity, or everything in the beginning of the sentence. So in a nutshell, you say who, when, and do what. 好，今天的新词 today's new word. 班 class. how to say our class? 我们班，非常好。Your class? 你们班，你们班。Chinese class? 中文班，中文班。什么意思？我们中文班很小。我们中文班很小。小 means small, so our Chinese class is small. PE class? 体育班，体育班，很好。So, this one, 男，跟我说，男，男，男 means male. 再说一遍，男。好。I think in the classroom language sheet, there is a word for toilet, 厕所. So if you say 男厕所, that will mean male toilet. 男, that's how you use 男. Now we have the female, 女, 女. We are so familiar with it because it's part of the mom character as well as the good character, 好 and 妈. So this one actually has its own sound. It is a character by itself. It means female. So 跟我说女，女。好。学生，学生 means student. 跟我说学生，学生。Now, 中文学生 Mandarin student. 中文学生。好 ，this one 中文怎么说？中文怎么说 ？We are students. So we are students is 我们是学生。好 ，we 我们 are 是 students 学生，我们是学生。Now, if you use the word for male, 男 and put it together with 学生, it means male students, 男学生。他们是男学生，他们是男学生。They are male students. 想一想，中文怎么说 ？Our class doesn't have male students. 中文怎么说 ？So, our class, 我们班 doesn't have 没有 male students 男学生。So, altogether, 我们班没有男学生。Now we have female students 女学生，女学生，她们是女学生。跟我说，她们是女学生。They are female students. 中文怎么说 ？We are female students. 我们是女学生。答对了吗 ？Did you get it right? 我们是女学生。中文怎么说 ？32 students. So 32, 32. Don't forget to use the measure word. What would be the measure word for students? You can use 个 because they are person, they are people, so you can just use the common measure word 个。32个。Oh, I forgot to put female here. I mean 32 female students. So that'll be 32, 32个女学生，女学生。好，多少？跟我说多少？ 多少 means how many, how much. We learned 多 as a question word when we ask age. 你多大？你多大？ So actually, the full question word for how many or how much is 多少？多少？ It's similar to 几？几？ So as an extra knowledge, the difference between 多少 and 几 is that 多少 can ask any number or like big number as well, but 几 normally referring to a number less than 10. So if you are expecting a number less than 10, then you will use 几 in this case. For example, 星期几 because the weekdays, the days of the week have the number from 1 to 7, it won't go beyond 10. So you will use 几 in this case. OK. 好，中国的意思是 China. Chinese person 怎么说？ Okay, so person is 人 or people 人，中国人 Chinese person 中国人。中文怎么说 Miss Yang is Chinese. Okay, now I hope you didn't say 老师杨 because in Chinese you will say the surname first. 杨老师是中国人啊，杨老师是中国人。好 ，Don't say 杨老师是中国 because Miss Yang is not China. Miss Yang is Chinese. 英国 you can see that 英 is from the subject English, 英文. So actually for country, 国 is country. 英国 means Britain, 英国. Now, we can use 英国 to say someone is British, a British person, 英国人. Okay, now, how do you say I am British but I study Chinese? 想一想, think about it. Okay, the answer is 我是英国. Don't forget 人 if you don't put the 人, it sounds like I am English. No, sorry, I am England. I am Britain. But you are not. You don't mean that to say that. You mean to say I am British, or in other words, I am British person. 我是英国人. I am British. And then but is 但是 we mentioned it earlier. So 但是 means but. 但是我 study Chinese 学中文但是我学中文。答对了吗？好 now you can write down the words in your book. Don't forget to write down the characters, the pinyin, and the meaning. After you have finished, you can do reading 1 on page 60, 第60页, 练习1. Okay, you will find a matching there. 好了吗？ Have you finished? 好了吗？ If you have, now let's check the answers. 拿出绿笔。好，对答案 check the answers 对答案。Okay, if you got any of it wrong, write out the phrase in Chinese and in English. Write the correct answer in Chinese and English. Don't just write the letter and number. So that's how you correct your mistake. Okay, finally, we have a few sentences for you to translate. So you can give yourself a few minutes to think about the sentence and write out the English in your book. 好，对答案，拿出绿笔对答案。The first one, 你们班有多少学生？我们班有30个学生。How many students are there in your class? Our class has 30 students, or there are 30 students in our class. 好，你们班有多少男学生？ You can see the only difference here is they use this one. 我们班有25个男学生。This also changed. So, how many boy students or male students are there in your class? There are 25 boys in my class. Or our class has 25 boy students. That's more literal translation. 好，第三个3，你们班有多少女学生？我的班没有女学生。How many girl students or female students are there in your class? My class doesn't have any. My class has no female students. 好，答对了吗？ And the last one, 你几点放学？我下午3点半放学。What time do you finish school? I finish school at 3:30. 答对了吗？ OK， 好，下课，同学们再见。